My name is Neil George. I am a filmmaker from England. I teach film at a university near Ansong, Donga Institute of Media and Arts, and I'm a human rights filmmaker. I heard some news reports online, and then I saw them on the television, and it said everybody had been rescued. And then when I was at the university teaching a class, the students were looking online about the accident, and then obviously I discovered that the first news reports that had come out were not correct, and actually people had already started to be killed or people were dying. Nothing was really getting done. The Coast Guard weren't really doing much. The government were giving out the same kind of information. There didn't seem to be any rescue attempts happening. Nobody was diving, from what we could see from the reports. And just a lot of questions were being asked, and it looked like absolutely nobody had any answers. In kind of early 2016, I got a message from Matt, who's the other director, about looking for somebody to help out on a film shoot in Seoul. And I met one of the fathers and one of the mothers and didn't quite believe what they were telling me, because they'd effectively been told kind of nothing since the actual accident, and they'd just been lied to. The government hadn't communicated with them hardly at all. The media had been hounding them constantly. They've been picketing, they've been marching, they've been, shaving their heads. They've been trying to do the Sewol law, and that kind of shocked me, to be honest. And I couldn't quite believe that there weren't other films talking about this at that moment. As we started to do the interviews with the father and the brother, more information came out, more details came out about other accidents, other safety-related incidents, the way that the government suppresses people, and so the film just went from something that was initially a kind of simple topic, and it just turned into this huge film, which was a lot more than we both ever expected it would be. So the Sewol tragedy and the Sewol movement is so much more than just a movement within Korea. This has the potential for being a global movement. It's about people power and people coming out and wanting to change the way that they're treated by their governments and ask for the most simplest of things, the most basics of human rights, living in a safer place, having regulations to make sure that that is going to happen, looking after your children. These are basic human rights. These are basic things that in the so-called civilized society that we're living in today, we should have without any question. We're making these films because what we've seen is that these families have been treated horrifically by their government. And this does not just happen in Korea. This is happening in other places as well. So it's so important that we make this film so we can show exactly what the people in Korea and what the Sewol families have been through over the last 3 years and what they're fighting for still. And they're fighting for the simplest of things, change. And change will only come about when people stand up and say, we want to change. As filmmakers, we're documenting these changes, and we're documenting the trauma and the suffering and the pain that these families have been through. And we really feel incredibly strong about these films. We want to make sure that these films are out there so people can watch them and realize what's happening in Korea at the moment and how much this protest movement and this absolute tragic event that happened in 2014 never happens again.